What is up, y'all? Welcome back to another episode of HRT After Dark. Wish I could shut my lips. I hope your week was swell. Before we get into this week's episode, I want to talk about last week's episode real quick. It's come to my attention that the way I titled it was misleading. I titled it 15 Trans Guy Bedroom Nightmares, and for some odd reason, a lot of you were confused by that and thought that I was doing a video on like bedroom decor or just like nightmares in general. I thought I ate with that title. A lot of you clicked on it thinking that I'd be doing like trans guy bedroom decor ideas, and then were really surprised when I was talking about sex and the entire time. Sorry. Sorry about that one. I'm not changing it because I think that's funny as hell. But if you haven't seen last week's episode, please go check it out. I would greatly appreciate it. I was sick in bed and talking about sex. Whoa, hey. What's up? This week, if you haven't already realized by the title of this episode, we're going to be going over trans people's red flags. This is going to be a lot like the quiz that I did 2 weeks ago, except this time there's no point system. I'm just going to be yelling at you guys the whole time and pointing out your red flags, because honestly, it makes me really happy to see you guys squirm in my comment section. I love reading the comments when you guys are like, yeah, that's me, you clocked me. My favorite thing to do is to call you guys out. It makes me feel closer to you. And honestly, I'm calling myself out too. I relate to like 90% of them. So you can't be mad at me because I'm yelling at myself too. I'm calling myself out. So I've come up with a bunch of red flags for each trans category. We have some for trans masc people, some for trans women, trans femmes, some for my non-binary peeps out there, and then we have the wild card red flags, which is just for everybody. Let's start with the trans guys. Where my bros at? Number 1. Says he doesn't care about passing anymore, but will spend 2 hours at the gym making sure he looks masculine enough. So, I don't know if you guys know this about me, but I've been on a little bit of a fitness journey. Say that any more feminine. Been going to the gym like 6 times a week, and I would like a month ago, I would have judged. But now this one is me. Because y'all know me, I be preaching about how I don't give a shit if I pass anymore. I'll walk down the street in a dress. I don't care. But when I'm at the gym, I'm all like, oh yeah. What the f was that? What the And like, yeah, I'm trying to look more masculine, even though like I don't care about looking masculine. So yeah, that one's me. Let me know if you relate. Next one. Gets emotionally attached to online friends because it's easier than in real life, bro. Also me. I've met several of my friends online because in real life friends suck. I have a handful of in real life friends who I love very dearly, but I'm talking more like cis men. Again, I say this all the time. My only cis man friend in real life is my editor, Max. Hi, Pookie. Because it's just hard to find cis men in real life who are like, you know, good people. So internet friends is where I've prospered. Is that the right word? I don't know. I have 2 of them. But like, they're both trans men, and it's hard to find other trans people where you live. We live in the shadows, okay? Apparently. So yeah, that's me. I don't know about you. Let me know. I feel like a lot of trans people have more online friends because it's just like easier for us to like talk through a screen and like not get dysphoric or self-conscious. You know, it's easier to just find people online who are better people than the people who are around us, because everyone sucks all the time and life is bleak. Anyways, next one. Will simp for anyone who calls them handsome in a Discord server. So, story time. Before me and my girlfriend started dating, I think the first Instagram DM she sent me was she saw one of my videos online, and I was talking about how trans men never feel good enough, and her first DM to me was trans men are good enough and that I should never forget that. And that's kind of like the same thing as like, you know, calling a trans man handsome in a Discord server. Yeah, no, I'll fall for you. And that was it. I remember I got that DM, I looked at my friend and said, she better stop before I fall in love with her. And that's exactly what happened. So, that one's me. That one's me for sure. My girlfriend is living proof of that. So, hey, if you ever want to bag a trans man, call them handsome. Or tell them that they'll always be good enough. Because that shit works. We be going 2 years now. Strong. Okay, last one for my trans men brothers. Claims to be laid back, but has a whole speech prepared at any given moment about what masculinity actually means. So is it clear that I wrote the trans part like based on myself yet, or because these are just all me? I see y'all in my comment section. We're the same, okay? I don't care if you don't like it. We're the same. Okay, on to my sisters. Onto my trans women, trans femme, lovely, beautiful women out there. Okay, you has 47 online shopping carts with femme clothes, but wears the same hoodie daily. Now, if I was a trans woman, this would be me, because, hello, I don't like feminine clothing on myself. But, like, as a trans man, this is me. I struggle with fashion and everything, and I'm just like, you know what, f*** it. Give me my sweatshirt that I haven't washed in 2 weeks. I'll wear that. I feel like you can relate to that one, okay? Because that's just, I feel like that is just the feminine experience altogether. Okay, next one. Says girl boss and then does something legally concerning. Trans women love to throw around the word girl boss because you're girl bossing. Point blank period. Play, per, bow, okay? As a very masculine man, I love to say that I'm girl bossing because boy bossing makes me cringe a little bit. But like when I say it, I don't mean it like I'm a girl. I mean it like girl bossing, I'm slaying. And trans women, trans feminine people do that on the daily. I have to work extra hard to girl boss, okay? Trans women don't even have to try. But yeah, usually when they say it, they're doing something concerning. And I live for that. I love that. Period. Be chaotic. Make me worry. Next one. Claims they don't need validation, but gets defensive when someone mispronounces their D&D character's name. Did I clock you? I chose the D&D route because I see you up in my Discord server. I feel this is my favorite type of trans woman. The trans woman who just is obsessed with D&D, anime, animation in any sense. That's a lot of you motherfuckers. And I live for that. And if you're not that, I still live for you too. I think you're point blank period slay queen. But the trans women I've come in contact with, I feel like take that route a little bit more. And I think that's awesome. I don't know anything about D&D or anime or anything like that. But I know a lot of you at the end of the day, you're nerds. Nerd alert. And honestly, I know nothing about D&D, so I will be mispronouncing. And you can get defensive with me. Oh my God, yell at me. Just kidding, I have a girlfriend. Last one for my trans okay? Either knows too much about astrology or nothing at all. No in between. This one is just about women in general, I feel like. Not a man. Mansplaining women on his YouTube channel. Either, you know, you're super into astrology and you think that every characteristic somebody has is based on their sign and where the stars were when they were born and I love that. I'll eat that up all day. Do I really believe in it? I don't know. But I like to think so, you know? Or you have a woman who just knows nothing about it at all and kind of hates it. I'm somewhere in the middle, you know? Not a woman per se, but I can relate. Okay, where are my non-binary people at? You non-binary? First one for my non-binary peeps. Hasn't worn a bra in 10 years, but still owns 10, just in case. I'm sorry if that one hurt. I relate to this one also. I don't own bras anymore. I'm past that stage, but I held on to a few for a long time. I was like, what if they grow back? What if they grow back and I need them? What if I do detransition one day? What if, you know? I'll save myself some money, that's for sure. But then I learned that, like, I'm never gonna do that, and, like, I need to just, like, throw them away. I do this with other things. Feminine products, not the same. Not the same, because if I came off testosterone, a bitch could bleed any second. Don't want to think about that. But feminine products, I hide in the house somewhere sometimes. I'm like, what if I forget my shot too many weeks in a row, which I've done many times? I'm gonna need something. So it's kind of the same thing, so I kind of relate. Hey, forget I said that. I don't like that. Okay, next one. Refuses to define their gender, but will define your vibe at any glance. So non-binary people scare me sometimes. Hey, so I'm afraid of you. I feel like non-binary people sometimes can just clock anything at any given moment, and that scares me. I feel like I need to be on my best behavior around non-binary people. Best behavior in the sense of, like, don't be weird. You know? Especially non-binary people who were assigned male at birth. Y'all scare me, okay? Not scare me. Y'all just intimidate me because you're so cool. Even my non-binary people who were assigned female at birth, you're so cool, and I just want you to think that I'm cool. So like, I'll mold to whatever you want me to be. That's where this one came from. Okay. Last one for my non-binary people. Claims they're all about self-expression, but hasn't changed their hairstyle since 2017. Sorry. I can also relate to this one, so don't feel too bad. I made the list. Of course, I'm going to relate to all of them. My hair is my everything, okay? And it's not even giving, so that says a lot about who I am. I've had, like, the Justin Bieber for all of my transition, and just recently I tried the middle part TikTok boy and it's not working out for me. So that's, like, the first time I ever really changed up. So don't feel alone. I get it. Sorry if I clocked you, but the rule of this video is that if I clocked your red flag, you have to leave a comment. I don't know if you know that, but you have to leave a comment. It's a rule. And that brings us into our wild card red flag section. This section is for anybody and everyone. This one falls into our last one a little bit. Gender crisis every time you get a haircut. We were just talking about this, okay? I feel like for a lot of people, not just trans people, hair is everything. But for trans people specifically, it is a way we express our gender OP, okay? Every time I get a haircut, every single time, I'm shaking. I'm terrified in that seat. I'm losing my I'm like, if she makes me look feminine or like a girl, I'm gonna scream. If I walk out of that barbershop and someone calls me ma'am for what you did to me, like, you should be forced to transition then. You know what I mean? Hey, that's up. But hey, I don't care. Next one. Switches gender presentation based on the nearest mirror. You ever walk into like a big store with a lot of mirrors and you walk by yourself and you're like, oh, that's not the gender I was trying to go for today. So you just kind of like fix a few things, start walking a little different. Sometimes I look and I'm like, oh my God, I'm too masculine. Oh my God, like I look like I haven't showered in weeks. Let me femme it up a little bit. I start walking with a little strut in my step every time. Yeah, sorry if I clocked you, but comment down below if I did. Next one, uses queer as both a sexuality and a threat. I like this one. I never really use queer as my sexuality, but I should because it is what I am. I'm just queer at the end of the day. I'm not straight. Definitely not straight. I'm not bi either because I feel like bi leaves out trans people. It doesn't have to, but I feel like people who call themselves bi leave out trans people. Pansexual, sure. Yeah, I'm pansexual. I just don't like to say pansexual. Don't know why. It's not giving enough. You know, it's not enough. It might be my label, but it's not my label, you know? So I should call myself queer. But something about queer, I just don't say. I'm just me, okay? I'm just me. But as a threat, I don't know how you would use queer as a threat, but it just makes sense. Like, I'm queer. Back the up. Take the word back and use it as your advantage. Use it as a threat. Last one of the day, my people. Will correct someone's pronouns while misgendering yourself. Y'all ever do this? Y'all ever mistakenly misgender yourself? Either out loud or in your head? Because I still do it. And I'm very much a person who's like, you know, misgender my friend, you're getting your f***ing shit rocked. I'm very much that person. I'll die for you. But with myself, it's a little bit of a different story, okay? Someone misgenders me in public, and I'm all like, it's fine. It's okay. Don't worry about it. No, it's okay. I have a beard. I look like a man. But yes, use she, her all day. I don't want to upset you. I mean, trust me, I get in my moods where I'm like, what the f*** did you just say to me? But I'm not as defensive about myself as I am for my loved ones. I'll even dead name myself in my head sometimes. I'm like, where the f*** did that come from? It's been 10 years. My name is Cody. It's legally changed. That scares me. That one scares me to death. Can anyone relate to that? Or do I need to, like, do some self-reflection? Let me know in the comments below. I hope you enjoyed this episode. I love you all so much. Let me know what other kind of content you want to see. I would be happy to deliver. Make sure you check out my Patreon. It's always in the description below. Check out my Instagram and TikTok at HRT Official. And if you want an HRT sticker, go buy one. That's also in the description below. I love you all so much, and I will see you next week. Okay, kisses. Bye!